close friend of mine who, once upon a time, she's kind of like a blessing in disguise to me. Maria showed me a water machine, and I had been diagnosed with Lyme's disease 3 years prior back in Michigan. And we moved to North Carolina. I've been here about 17 years. And I was in a really bad state at that point because they had given me doxycycline for about 7 months. And then I did ivermectin. I'm not ivermectin, zithromycin, where you would do a Z-Pack. Say five, one a day. They gave me one in the morning, one at night for 7 months. So my digestive system, leaky gut, I was a hot mess. And so I quit altogether. It wasn't helping. I was introduced to the water machine when I got up to North Carolina, down to North Carolina from Michigan. And it was really worked out well for me for 4 or 5 years. But as things just, you're getting older, and the Lyme's just starts wreaking havoc everywhere. And then, of course, COVID didn't help. And so I had to stop playing tennis and doing everything I love to do. Play pickleball, all kinds of things, because my toes were going numb, from the big foot to the now progressing to the other feet. Just chest pains. I didn't know if the Lyme's was attacking that January before I started. But by June, Maria introduced me to these patches. And I ended up going and meeting Sally and David and at a meeting. And it was just life-changing because at that point I heard what they said, and I just went all in. I said, I've got to do this. I had probably about 100 symptoms at that point. And I'm talking from ringing ears. My vision wasn't as good as it is now. Like I said, I was weak. If I'd walk down here toward the lake and walk back up, I couldn't make it back up without stopping and huffing and puffing. And that kind of came after COVID, I believe. But the limping was off the rails because I had had a new knee a few years earlier due to the Lyme's attacking my graft of an ACL that it was repaired. And my other knee turned to be bone on bone because it was 15 years of limping. And David can show the pictures of a friend of mine who was also a blessing to me. For some reason, on 2 vacations in the last 2 years, she videoed me coming out of the beach and kind of needing assistance from my son. My son would run down to the beach knowing how that I can't get up an incline at all. This would be here, my cousin, who is currently 74 and I'm 59. But this was 2 years ago, about a year ago, year and a half. And we're down in Florida and I can barely move. And it hurts so bad when I stop here that I have to stop and I just kind of like gather myself and rub my chin. Can you
Want to
play
play it?
that?
Kathy, you
Yeah,
want me to go
yeah.
and play it? Okay,
Can
here
you
we go.
hear me can you hear me when
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay. So when I'm walking there, I'm trying to get off of the knee that I've already had surgery on 2 years ago. But the Lyme's disease just totally attacks that area. So both knees at this point are swelling. So when I stop there and grab my chin, I'm just kind of like, okay, I literally had stopped there, grabbed my chin, and I'm looking how far, and I put my hat toward my back, and I look, how far do I have to go? And then I cut across over to go where my girlfriend was videoing. I didn't know she was videoing me. And it was weird. I was slightly appalled that she had videoed me here and another time. And not knowing, sometimes to me, the Lord's purpose is, you never know what the plan is. And she didn't know why she did it either. She just did it. And she has another one. It's the same. She's a close friend, a sister from another mother. She's also patching. And you have another video there?
I don't. That was the only one that came through.
Oh, okay. I had another one where my son is helping me out. I had sent first. But if it didn't come through, I had trouble with my Wi-Fi over here. But that's me. I was coming out of the beach on another occasion. I was walking up backwards because he tried to help me holding my hand, and I had to turn around and just walk backwards because the pain on the incline was just so bad, and even in the ankles. So since then, I have no numbness in my feet at all. That went away within 2 months. And I want to say I started the protocol that Sally gave me that she used on her mother for bone on bone knee. And I started that, I want to say the mid August. By mid September, it had gotten so much better, the swelling. But then all mid September, it must have been vascularizing. So it kind of got a little bit worse, where I'd call her and go, "What's going on, Sally?" And she says, "Well, you can't be out playing golf and you can't be walking around and trying to do so much." My mother just sat still, it was during COVID, and she's, was pushing 80. And so she says, "It's just going to take longer if you're going to be banging on it." Well, all of a sudden, by the end of October, it ended. I mean, I just one day said to my husband, "I can't believe this. It's just gone." So I right now am on two tennis teams. I have a tennis match tomorrow. I play USTA, and I also play pickleball twice a week. And I can go golf with my sons. And I just came back from Florida, so I am a little bit tan. And I walked 4 miles on the beach one day with brand new shoes that I bought on the way down there, just walking shoes, because I'm so excited to be on the beach and not be in pain. I took a video and I sent to my kids and said, "This is me with my new shoes walking on the beach," because they knew that I'm lucky to get out to the chair and back.
Oh man.
And so I have walked so much in the last week or so that I am so sore just from walking, just my muscles, that I have to relearn how to walk properly, basically. But the vertigo I had went away within 10 days of taking the patches. I had vertigo constantly. If I laid down for any kind of therapy, I'd literally have to wait. My spine was so bad, they'd have to help me up, because my girlfriend, who is a chiropractor, and her husband look at my and just shake their head, because my whole neck, because of the Lyme's disease, had fused together. Every vertebrae is fused and the inflammation is gone. I can look up, I can look down, I can turn around. I could never do any of this. Never. And I'd have to lift my head up and move it, literally manually move it on the pillow. That's what I used to do. That's what my life was 6 months ago. So I don't know what it's doing, but it's straightened my back. My back was curved, and I had that hump growing in the back. And my girlfriend named it. The one chiropractor, I don't know the name of it. It's gone. The hump in my back is gone. That bending that I had has now straightened. So now my shoulders have gone back where they belong. So now it doesn't hurt to sleep on my side. I'm a side sleeper. My shoulders were hurting so much. And I'd say, "Why is this so bad?" And she says, "It's because your back is rounded." But I had so much calcium buildup that she could see in the x-rays that they can't adjust me because it's frozen. I was frozen like that. And it's gone. My shoulders are back where they belong. And I'm just,
Sounds
yeah.
like sounds like the light have found you.
Yeah, there's a totally different quality of life I'm living. I've got them all over me right now, and reading through one of these books, picking out, okay, what am I going to work on next?
Well, you made it to the end, and I'm so proud of you. Please subscribe to my channel to learn more. Thanks so much.